You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to reproduce the given figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in isometric projection. Now, when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is for you to draw your isometric axis. So we'll call it the X, Y, and Z axis. Now, after you've done that, now you look for the entire length of this given figure, and that is 75. So you take it as a reference point and you measure 75. So from 0 here to 75, somewhere around here, right? Or I'm going to thicken it straight on because it is ticking on our question. Now the next one is the other width here is given as 50. So from 0 to 5 is 50. From 0 to 5 is what? Is 50. So I'm going to what? Thicken it straight on. And the height here, the first height is given to be what? 15, as you can see. So I'm going to measure 15 from here, from 0 to 15, right? And I'm going to thicken it straight on, that way. Can you see that? So now what I'll do next is, I will now project each end a little bit up. That's my first height. And I'm going to thicken it through. So if you look at the diagram very well, let me zoom it up. From this point that my arrow is pointing, it is ticking through. Even the end here is also thickened. Then the next one is from here is also thickened. And the end here too is thickened. Then I'm going to close it up. I'd have taken this end here, but because that figure you see is blocking the line, so I will not thicken it because I don't know the level or the extent at which I am going to thicken it. So I'll just use faint line to represent it. Can you see that? Now, if you look at it closely, even the end here is also thickened because I can see the end point there. So I'll thicken it too. But I cannot see the end point from here. There's a figure blocking it here. So the next thing is, from this end here, which is this end here, I'll measure 25. And this is the 25 here. From 0 to 25. Can you see that? Where I will now draw horizontal line in this manner. Can you see that? Similarly, from this end here, which is this end here, I'll measure another 25. So from 0 to what? To 25. That is where I am going to place this other guy here. So I'm using faint line. This is where they are meeting. Then a cylinder that is standing on this cuboid. This is a cuboid, a cylinder on a cuboid, a vertical cylinder on a cuboid, right? I will just mark the diameter of this cuboid, which is given to be 40. So I'll mark 2020 all through. So let's mark 2020 and see what will happen. Half of the diameter. So this is 0 to 20 here. Hope you can see that. And I'll come to this where it meets. I'm going to mark 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, and what? 20 here. So I'm going to use it to form a box also to get a perfect ellipse, because ellipse in isometric is circle. You need a box. a square boss, which is like a rhombus in isometric. So I'll draw a line across this point. I'll also draw one across the same point here. Can you see that? Now the next thing is I am going to project it upward. Each of this end I'll take it up. Can you see this? So once I've taken it up, what's the height you see there? The height is given as 50. So I'm going to measure 50 on that point there. So from 0 to 50 here. Right? So that is what I will use as my height. So every point here, I will take them up. See, this and this is almost at the same point. Here also, I will take here up to. Let me just bring it out. It's touching here a bit. So I'll take here up to. So from that 50 mark that I measure, with the help of my instruments, I'm going to draw this to touch here. I'll come here also. I'll draw this to touch here. I'll do this too. I'll draw this to touch here. And this also. I'll draw this to touch here. Can you see that? So the same thing I did at the base here, I'll do it at the top. This diagonal that I draw, this line, this is it here. This line also here. This is it here. And the other one will have it here. This one will have it here. So I'll just draw my line across this point. This. This. So draw a line that will pass through the diagonal, the longest diagonal. This is the longest diagonal here, going through the center. Can you see that? So from this point, I'll draw a line that will touch the other end here. Let me help. Let's assume we want to draw an isometric circle, which is an ellipse, right? Let's say this is point 1, here is point 2, here is point 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I want to draw an isometric circle here. Now what you do is you take your compass. After you've joined all those lines together, you take your compass, you place it here, take it to point 8, right? You take it to point 8 here to join 6. Hope you can see that. So point 8 to join 6. Can you see that? And you take it from point 7 to join 2 and 4. Can you see that? Now from point 3 you draw a V, making the end of the V to be at 8 and 6. Just join those two as if you are drawing a sector. Can you see that? So from here, where it intersects the diagonal coming from these two ends here, this line, there will be another point to give us our circle. So from here, I'll place it here and I'll connect 8 and 2. Let me put it where so you see that 8 and what? 8 and 2. Hope you see that. Then the next one here, put it in. Hope you can see that. Right? Now I'm going to now also connect this diagonal from here to here, passing through the center. And I will just bring these two ends down. this end comes straight down to touch here, and this end comes straight down to touch the diagonal. Hope you can see that. So after I've done that, from this end also to get the other point too. So just like what I did up, I'll do it down also. So what I'm after is this. I'll close it up. And you see that? Then the next thing I'm going to do is this point you see here, this diagonal here. Instead of me doing another diagonal here, I'll just transfer the point from here with the help of my instrument. Right? So transfer the point here to this point. Then transfer this point here to this point. So you just take your instrument, that, then here also. Hope you can see that. So I will not taking it out properly. So I'll just stick in the rest. So I can come here and take in this. Right? And also taking as much as I can if I can. Just right. So what else do we have? So this is what we have actually produced. This is the isometric projection of the given figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. If you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.